So, hey, everybody, welcome back to Tales from the Rails, episode number 23. This is April 2026. So, we're here at the Southern California Railway Museum. Today, we're going to see diesel services and talk about the 5704 bicentennial unit. We're going to go into Grizzly Flats. We'll talk to Ken Schwartz about Ward Kimball's coach number 5. We'll talk with Victoria in the museum gift shop about upcoming events and some merchandise. And then we'll talk to one of our volunteers. It's going to be a good episode. Come along with us, will you? We are at 525 Departing Bookstore. Well, hey, everybody. We are back in car house number 7 with Hans. Hans is doing some electrical work here.
I sure am.
So tell us, what have you been up to this last month? What progress have we made in 5704?
We're at a point right now where all of the electrical components have been installed, taken out of the spare cabinet that we have. I think you probably
So who donated that cabinet? Do we know where it came from?
donated that.
Okay, and it's an identical.
It's an identical cabinet. It had all of the missing components that were missing when the vandals stole all the copper out of this locomotive. A lot of those components had copper parts. So they stole those parts and left. So we had half a component. So we were lucky that BNSF donated that cabinet because we were able to source everything that was missing out of that cabinet.
Yeah, that's great that we were able to get that.
And also kind of cross-reference where a lot of the wiring went.
Okay, so what the diagrams, did we get exact diagrams or do we have to make them up?
We have a set of schematics. They're not 100%. There are some changes that were made to the locomotive along the way that were never
some modifications
that were never redlined back into the drawing.
Okay.
So we worked our way around that. Obviously with Dave and John and those guys have a lot of experience working on this locomotive, actual real experience from working on it. So they were able to kind of guide us through that.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Corey, he diagrammed the existing layout of the spare cabinet and where all the wires went. And then we were able to use that as a roadmap to rewire all the components once we moved them into this locomotive and rewire all that. So that was a lot of help. So where we're at today is now that the components are in here, we went in and finished wiring the fronts with the 10 gauge wires with the little spade connectors. We got that all done. Now we're working on the back side of the components where the heavier it's a little gnat went in my ear, where the heavier wiring is. So we got this 1325.
That's the motor lead wire.
It's about an inch and a half. Inch and a half. I wouldn't say diameter, but the circumference about an inch and a half. So that's the cable we're working with now. Okay. And those are the cables that they go to the alternator. They go to the traction motors, and they interconnect wherever traction motors are switching. All those interconnections, they're all that heavy gauge wiring.
I'm not going to hold you to anything, but do you have a timeline that you're looking at?
We're hoping
for the wiring, just for the wiring.
We're hoping to be done by the end of this month.
Okay.
There's logistical, the routing of the wires, the order that you have to install these wires. It all makes a big difference as far as accessibility, because once you bury something in a cabinet full of wires, if you have to go in there, you can't get through that. The inch and a half.
Everything has to be done in a certain order.
Yeah, you have to do it in a certain order. If you don't, then you got to pull wires off again. And,
oh boy,
and bolt. Yeah, it's a big mess. So we've done some figuring today as well. So that helps now on the next phase, which is traction motor wiring.
Okay.
So that's kind of where we're at.
Perfect.
We're in between interconnects between the components and the traction motor wiring.
Excellent.
And then once that's done, it's done. We're complete.
Okay. And then what's the next phase after that?
Basically troubleshooting the electrical system to see if we miswired something or something's not working. Just a little bit of troubleshooting.
Okay. Well, thanks, Hans. Thanks for getting on camera with us and answering a few questions. Can we check in with you in the future for more updates?
Sure.
All right, thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, everybody, we are back in Grizzly Flats. This is bar number 6 at the Southern California Railway Museum, and this is Ken Schwartz. Ken, what do you do here in Grizzly Flats?
I am one of the caretakers, if you want to put it that way, or host inside the barn. So I take care of the visitors when they come through. I explain all the stuff about Emma, all the stuff about Chloe here, all of our gauges and everything we have out here at the museum for the Grizzly Flats. Where we're standing right now, and we're going to go through, is coach number 5. And number 5 was the very first thing that Betty and Ward had gotten on their property before Emma came along. And so the car is all original. The windows and everything that you see inside is all original. And so we'll be going up inside the car here, hopefully here in a few, and give you a little detail about the inside of the car.
Well, tell us about it.
Okay, well, Betty got the car, and when they got it out to their property out there, it was supposed to be for Ward's trains, but because Ward had so many trains, and they got it in the backyard, they decided they needed to get an engine, and the railroad started to develop. So Coach 5, Emma, Chloe from Hawaii, hand car, the train depot, the windmill.
And where was all this?
This was all up in San Gabriel, California, in Ward's backyard. Now, there's going to be a myth. Everybody says 400, everybody says 450. It was actually 500 feet, including from where it left the barn to the end of his driveway. And they also included Chloe's little section and the other little section for the other car. So it was a total of 500.
So they had 500 feet of train tracks in their backyard in San Gabriel. How big was the property?
It was about roughly just a little over 2 acres.
Okay, that's a lot of stuff for just 2 acres. They had a house on there, right?
Yeah, and they had a house, the fire station, his fire truck.
Oh, boy, okay.
And fire captain car. So there was a lot of stuff out there. And I know we're talking about 5, but I'd like to just take a quick minute here to let you guys know.
Sure.
Everybody wanted to know what Ward was like. Ward was a person that played pranks, all right, when you were out there. He was a very, very nice man. And the old saying, you put your pants on one leg at a time, that's what Ward was like. He was a person that very interesting to talk to, got to learn a lot about him. And that's the other reason why I'm down here, because of the narrow gauge and the stuff and what I got to see out at his house. So
let's talk about Coach 5.
Okay, 5. Now, inside 5 here, a lot of this stuff is all going to be original once we go up in here. And men's bathroom, I'm still working on.
All right.
Funny thing about that, it never had, men's bathrooms in those days never had a sink. Yeah, or anything. It just was the drop toilet. You didn't wash your hands, I guess, back there. I would also like you to take a time and we'll look inside the ladies' restroom, and I got that all kind of put back together and what it would have looked like back in the 1800s. And all the seats and everything in there is original to the car.
Okay.
Okay.
What about the chandeliers? Those are all original?
Chandeliers, well, 2 of them are, the first one you walk in is like one of the original ones. The other 2 that were in there are, the first one's from 1881, the other 2 are from 1882.
Okay.
Okay.
And the seats and everything, all original material?
All original material that you're going to see in there. Now, once we go through, there are a couple seats that need to be worked on. Okay. But again, that's a project that I'm slowly getting our wood shop out here to help me get that taken care of so I can get those back into shape.
Excellent. So, everybody thinks these are Disney trains, but come on, let's set the record straight here. Who owned these trains?
The running,
I mean,
the running joke was Disney trains. Actually, these trains were Ward Kimball and Betty Kimball, their trains. Just to clarify everything, Ward is the one that got Disney into the trains. Actually, that's why we. That's why you.
That story.
Yeah, why you see them run around Disneyland. Well, Disney went back to the studios and had his guys actually build a 7.5-inch gauge, and Lily Bell is actually named after Disney's wife.
Okay.
So, and as we joke about this, in all seriousness, if it wasn't for Ward Kimball, I don't think we would have probably had the trains you see.
We wouldn't have the Disneyland
The-
Railroad.
the Disneyland
This
Railroad.
is a Ward Kimball style hat. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I finally, I finally got my Ward Kimball hat. I'm very proud of it. It took a long time to get it, but it's here. And this is the type of hat that Ward would have worn just around the house, playing with his trains. And occasionally he would dress up in his conductor's outfit if he was going to play conductor. But his engineer part would be his blue polka dotted hat. So I'm very proud of getting one and getting to actually wear it around here and
That's cool.
and
So,
be my.
let's take a look inside,
All
shall
right,
we?
let's step on up into.
Okay.
Let's step up in here.
Okay, so tell us more about the inside of the train.
All right, so now we're inside Coach 5, where John and I are standing, according to Ward's son, John, who used to play in the car and hide. This section of these two seats, right in this area here, is where Disney and Ward would sit and supposedly discuss different things about Disneyland, discuss how certain things were going to be done out there. And so this was one of their little areas where they're at. And again, this is just all coming through the family and stuff. I like telling that story about these two special seats in here. Other than that, everything that you will be seeing in the car, it's all original, all from right around between the lamps from 1882 to the little lamp on the side from 1881. We kind of like to keep low light in the car a little bit because it does kind of get a little bit warm in here. And so we like to keep that lighting kind of soft in here a little bit at the time. But everything that you see on the seats, everything that you see around here is all original. And from what I understand, now this is going back and doing research, they called this horsehair. And everybody thought it was velvet, but according to this,
Horsehair seats.
Yeah, horsehair seats. Yeah, they are in rough shape, but I'm hopefully eventually we'll get in here again, going back to our wood shop guys, having them come in and take a look for me and see what we can get repaired.
Excellent.
And
Okay.
get cleaned up. Unfortunately, it won't be open for, and once we get it running and get it cleaned up, passengers maybe once in a while because of the age of the car
Right,
and the
yeah.
history of the car. We are planning on, once we get Emma up and running, make cars to pull behind her. But this
Cool.
would come out occasionally for special.
Nice.
special
Okay.
occasions.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to ask you when that's going to be because I know there's a lot of work between then and now.
Yeah. Just I tell you what, I'm just gonna throw out a teaser here. John will be coming back and seeing me because we have something special coming up here, hopefully in the next couple of months with Emma. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna
Good.
leave it at that.
All right, and we'll be here to cover that.
Yes, I would love to see
All right.
that.
Well, Ken, thanks for taking the time to give us an interview, and thanks for showing us around Coach 5.
You're quite welcome. Thank you.
So, hey, everybody, we are back with Victoria. Victoria runs our museum gift shop. That's what we're calling it now because it was the bookstore. Now it's the gift shop.
Gift shop.
Okay, and we have upcoming events. We have a new exciting event. What's it going to be called?
It's our Diesel Days. It's going to be May 2nd and 3rd. It's part of our first and third programming that we started this year. So it's a whole, the whole collection of our operational diesel locomotives. We'll be switching them out every 40 minutes and, just running them.
Wow, every 40 minutes. Wow, that's
It's going to be pretty cool. Well, yeah, they'll be running every 40 minutes, and we'll be
Wow,
selling cab
okay.
rides for all of them.
How much are those cab rides going to be?
$15, and then I think our coaster one is going to be $30 still.
Okay,
so
cool.
feel free to call the gift shop, and I can help you book that, or you could do that online on our website.
We'll put the number up like right there or
Yeah.
something, whatever, And then what about new merchandise? Do we have anything cool? Anything?
I'm always working on new stuff, new shirts, mugs, different apparel items. We just got a new trolley shirt in that I'm pretty excited about. It's one of our Hollywood cars, 655. So it has that butterfly paint scheme. It's on like a burnt orange kind of color shirt. Pretty cool. And I think that retails for $29.99. And if you're a member, you get a 10% discount.
Excellent. Well, thanks, Victoria. Thanks for going on camera with us. Can we check in with you next month?
Of course.
Thanks. So now we're here on the Pinacati platform with Joel Wiggin, and Joel is one of our volunteers. Joel, how long have you been volunteering out here?
2 years now.
Okay, and you started out not as an operator, but what did you do?
I was a weekday docent, so tour guide basically. During the week, we don't normally have any operations going, so I was here to take the guests around on tours, open up any car houses that aren't normally available to them, and just give them a guided tour.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, that's an important job out here. So what got you into being an operator with the rest of us penguins?
Well, part of the problem was that I was the Monday docent, and at one point we decided we weren't going to open on Mondays anymore. So there wasn't a spot for me, so I started coming in on some weekends, hooked up with the operations team, and now I'm a streetcar operator and also a conductor with our mainline train.
So you're now a qualified conductor. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
So how long is it taking you to go from the rules class to being a qualified conductor?
It's been about a year and a half.
Okay, that's about average, and yeah, about a year and a half. And what's your favorite piece of equipment, or what's your favorite thing to do out here?
I think as far as my favorite piece of equipment, diesel-wise, it would be our 108 Santa Fe locomotive. And as far as the street cars, I really enjoy operating this one right here, 418.
Pacific Electric 418, yeah. And would you recommend becoming an operator to people?
Oh, absolutely. If you've got the time and got the ability to come out, definitely do it. It's worth it.
Well, thanks, Joel. Thanks for giving us an interview and going on camera. Maybe we'll check back with you for some updates later.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Joel. And just like that, there's a wrap on episode number 23. It's got a short episode. Sorry about that. If you'd like to join us, you want to be part of the team out here at the Southern California Railway Museum, we'll be happy to train you. We'll put the phone number here at the bottom of the screen. You can contact the gift shop at the Southern California Railway Museum. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.